In today's video, I will demonstrate what you can achieve with cinematic black bars, also known as letterboxing. I will teach you 3 ways how to seamlessly add them to your footage in DaVinci Resolve, including some effects using adjustment clips for smooth transitions between scenes. If you're curious about how it works, you're in the right place, because I'm here to help you to elevate your footage to look like this. Hey guys, hope you're doing great so far. As you've already seen in the intro, this video is all about adding those black bars to your videos to give them a more cinematic look. We will use, as usual, DaVinci Resolve 18 for our tutorial, because it is my editing software of choice. Again, a short disclaimer, this video is not sponsored, I bought the studio version myself, and I just love to simply explain how this tool works. And come closer. Totally free for you. Just hit the subscribe button and like this video if it helps you, so that more and more fellow creative people will see it. Thanks. Good, back to the tutorial. All I do here with the studio version also works with the free version, so you are also good to go. Download link to the software in the description down below, and if you want to see a full-blown beginner's tutorial where I created a short video, feel free to check it out here. But today's question is, have you ever wanted to recreate that cinematic look with black bars in your videos? You're in luck. I will show you how to do it. Join me as we blend the art and technique of filmmaking, revealing the secrets behind letterboxing and guiding you step by step through the process of adding black bars to your masterpieces. I will demonstrate 3 ways, including effects, ensuring your audience will be mesmerized. I'm genuinely happy to help you, but before we jump right into our editing software, let me explain briefly how adding black to your videos make them more cinematic. Sounds somehow weird, right? But let me explain. Black bars, those border up and down seen in movies, play a crucial role in filmmaking. They're intentionally serving both technical and aesthetic purposes. By maintaining specific aspect ratios, black bars ensure your audience sees the full frame as intended by the director. When a film is shot, it's done in a particular aspect ratio, the relationship between width and height. Black bars come into play when this ratio doesn't match the screen dimensions, preserving the director's vision. Filmmakers choose ratios for emotional storytelling impact. In video editing, black bars add the cinematic flair that we're accustomed to from huge blockbusters. In our upcoming tutorial, I will guide you through adding these iconic borders using DaVinci Resolve 18.6. Just let me tell in advance which ratio we will use. The 2.39:1 ratio, also known as CinemaScope. It's characterized by its wide aspect ratio, providing a broader canvas for storytelling. When you see those stunning panoramic shots in epic movies, chances are high they were shot or formatted in the 2.39:1 ratio. So why do I favor this ratio? Well, beyond its cinematic aesthetics, this ratio has always a way of drawing viewers into the frame, creating a more immersive and visually striking experience. Now, last but not least, let me briefly show you other ratios available, plus what it means due to pixel size, because I searched for it and only got barely information about it to create an overlay PNG for my tutorial in Photoshop. Pause the video if you want to explore them. 3, 2, 1. Check out the comments, especially the pinned one. There you can download those PNGs for free from my website. Alright, with further ado, let's jump directly into DaVinci Resolve and start our editing process that I can show you how to add those black bars. So first of all, I've opened my DaVinci Resolve studio version. You can use the free, as already mentioned, as well. And I already imported my video files. I did my presettings beforehand, so then I can show you directly how it works. So I used the video from my intro section here, as you can see here in this area, and I also moved some files directly from my media pool to this part where I say you can get a video just like this with the bars. So first of all, I will show you here, I jump right in, how it looks like at the moment. Your footage to look like this. So I think I can stop it here because you already saw it. But anyways, in this tutorial here, you can really see how these aerial drone shots look like without any black bars or a cinematic flare. Also without music, because the most crucial part is to transform it to a more dramatic scene is also to use some audio files and music before you add any bars or something like that. And I already have chosen one file. I downloaded it from EpidemicSound here and I dropped it right to my audio track too. Also a disclaimer, EpidemicSound is just my favorite source where I get my music and audio effects, but it's not sponsored at all and I just pay my monthly fee for it. Alright, so let's continue. So let's activate this music track and then I will show you how it looks and sounds like now. Here to help you to elevate your footage to look like this. Okay, this looks fine, but in the end you also have to take care that the cuts of the videos also align to the music change or to certain points where the music has some tops or beats or something like that, that in the end it feels like one masterpiece. So I saw that some of the video clips are not completely aligning, so I will do this quickly right now so that you can see how I edit also the audio matching to the video. I think this is a little bit offbeat, so we could move this a little bit backwards. Let me zoom in a little bit. So let me do this again. Yes. As you can see, this was also a little bit late, so I moved this also a little bit back. Yeah, much better. This is perfect. So the video completely aligns to the sound. Okay, let's go right away to the black bars. First of all, there are three possibilities I told you. The first one is that we add black bars to the whole project. Means the whole video has black bars in the end. I can show you how to do this. For this we go up to timeline. We go way down, all the way down to output blanking. And then we have those values as you have already seen before in the theoretical part. And we go with 2.39 as I said before. When I activate this, you can see immediately the video has now those black bars, so CinemaScope. When I now play it, in today's video I will demonstrate what you can achieve with cinematic black bars. You see exactly that the black bars are fixed to the video and there is no possibility to skip it in some sections because the whole project, the whole timeline has now these black bars. Yeah. So in our case here, what you can also do is when you see that it does not fit 100% to your frame, you can go up to the inspector here and say you want to reposition it. You could zoom in, zoom out a little bit, but in my case I think my head is touching already the black bar and it should be moved a little bit down at least. So I go to my Y part and I move it a little bit down to -80, I would say, round about. Yeah, I think this should be okay. And then I hit play again and the framing is now much better, I would say. The next part is does it fit also to my aerial drone shot cinematic part of this video? To look like this. I think the first two parts, as you already have seen now, are perfectly aligned. The third part, I really want to see a little bit more of the mountains, and now I also adjusted with my y-axis a little bit so I can see more of the mountain view here. And let's check it again. Okay. This works very well for this part. The next part is the other way around. I have to move this picture here in this frame. So in this part there are too many clouds visible, it's too bright up there. So I will move it into the other direction. So here, when you go too far, then you see that it doesn't align anymore with the black borders. I would say we go to the maximum, it's approximately here. And this should work fine as well. This is a drone shot from cows from above, and I will move this also a little bit down so they're more centered. I zoom here a little bit more, and then I move it the position also to the middle so that it's framed in a better way. Maybe this. So, but don't get me wrong, what I do here, this is just personal preference. There are no rules. It's just how I would frame this video, so feel free to shift it around as you like, okay? And this is exactly what I mentioned before. So I'm completely satisfied how these cinematic drone shots look, but I don't want to have those black bars then anymore in the video. You see it here that it's cut off my intro sequence. For example, this CE intro here. You can see it here on the top and here on the bottom, that there are still those bars visible. And this is exactly the second part that I will show you how to do it. So in our case, I will deactivate the output blanking. You simply click reset and then the bars are gone. As you can see, I already shifted this talking head around, and I will reset it. So I go to the inspector again and click this arrow, this rounded one, that it is resetted. So it jumps up again and it's full frame. This is not cinematic, this is just an informative part of the video where I talk to you. No black bars really needed. In this case you see a lot of videos which are off, not centered, and there is a black bar on the top or on the bottom, as you can see in the next part. What you can do now is to take my picture here, which is aligned perfectly and there is nothing more left here. I can go simply to the cropping section. My videos are in 4K. I can add here the black bars on the top and the bottom. For 4K footage, you can use the value in your inspector section when you go to cropping for the crop top here and crop bottom for 279. Let me enter it, 279. Now we have our top black bar, and I will add it as well on the bottom, 279, enter. And now I have exactly the same black bars as I had before in my timeline output blanking sections. So I click play now. If you're curious about how it made your footage to look like this. As you can see, I just defined by myself in which section of the video I wanted to have my black bars. So, but I don't want to have it here on this part, I want to have it over a bunch of smaller videos, my drone shots for the next scene. So what I do here, I go back up to the inspector section, I will reset it here, the top and the bottom, because this video should be untouched. And I go now here directly to my first video. What I do here now is I could add those crop top, crop bottom in the cropping section here on every single video. But this is really time consuming and I really wouldn't do that. So our magic we can use here is an adjustment clip. We go on effects, then I click on adjustment clip and I simply drag and drop this adjustment clip to my section where I want to have my black bars. So I use this clip, I enlarge it to exactly where I want to have it, and with this adjustment clip I can put on any attributes I want, and it will be some kind of inherited by the clips below it. Let me show you what I mean with that. I said it's the crop top, I need 279 again, and I need the crop bottom with 279 as well. So you already can see the black bars are added, same black bars as I used in output blanking for the whole video, but in our case it's just on the adjustment clip over my drone shots, and you can see
your footage to look
works
like this.
Alright, long story short, when I move this one and I just say I want to have the two videos under it with the black bars and the last part of my talking headshots, I can go here and you can see the black bars will only apply to this section where I put the adjustment clip on top. So let's click play.
Scenes. If you're curious about how it like this.
And they're gone here. Alright, but I would say let's move it right back on my drone shots and it should be applied to this part. This is exactly what I wanted to do. So the next part I want to show you how I can also create an effect by sliding them in or sliding them out. In my last video, what you can see right here, I showed you how to work with keyframes and zooming effects. I will use here exactly those keyframes and I will show you very quickly how I do it. For this I will put an adjustment clip here, zoom in as well here in this part. First of all, I will add here some keyframes. What I need for this adjustment clips, I just need my cropping top and cropping bottom. So in the first part I will set here a crop top and bottom. I will add those black bars here that it slides up and down. So I add also here in the end some keyframes with crop top, crop bottom, and also in the end I will put 2 keyframes on it. And then I will click here on my keyframe symbol in the end of the video, this square. And when I click on it, you can already see here this small white dots. Those are my keyframes I defined. At the moment it does nothing. It does nothing because keyframes are without any values here, without any attributes. So I can change this. So first of all, I don't want to have any black bars. So this should work fine. So I have my crop top and my crop bottom right here on 0. But I will add some black bars here on my second keyframe. So I will select this, I already did, it's highlighted in red, and now I can see here that I have 0, 0 on crop top and crop bottom. I will enter again my values I already know, 279 for my top crop and 279 for my bottom crop. This means here we have no bars, here we have our full bars, so it should slide in very smoothly. And the same I will do in the end. So maybe I move this because I want to have them here. Okay, I will go to this part, to this black bar. This is again on 0, so I put in here 279 and crop bottom also 279, enter. And when I show you this picture now,
you can achieve with cinematic black bars, also known as letterboxing. I will teach you 3 ways how to seamlessly add them.
So that's it. As you can see, it works very fine, very smoothly. What I still want to show you how to add this effect here for a smooth transition. I will start here.
To elevate your footage to look like this.
And this is exactly the point. I don't want to have this hard break from no bars to bars. I mean, it works and it looks good, but I want this smooth transition. What I will do is, like I did before, I just enlarge my adjustment clip to this part here where the sound of the drone shot starts. I will add here simply my keyframes, here 1 and 2, and I think here in the beginning of this drone shot it should be added. So this means I will start here from 0. I have my keyframe here and my second one here. And I will just have to set my keyframe to 0 because I start with 0, and then they will be added very smoothly directly to the next scene. Let me check it out now.
This.
Yeah. This also underlines this dramatic transition from the talking head, which is a little bit more boring than an awesome drone shot, you know. I really like how this looks now, so we can keep it like this, and we're done with the second way how to add black bath with adjustment clips, and also how to use it with the transition. So the next step is the last one. So I've already added here a black bar PNG with a transparent part. What does this mean? Why I use a picture? Here you can see I have those black bars images in my folder, and I simply drag and dropped it to my media pool. This is a simple PNG, you can see it here. It already has defined those black bars in the top and in the bottom, and I just simply add it via drag and drop to my media pool of DaVinci Resolve. In that case it has just 32 kilobytes, as you can see here down below, so it's not very large, and I also prepared one for Full HD. This is for 4K. I can drag and drop this picture now simply into my frame. What you can see here now when I start this video again, those frames are added because of an overlaid PNG. The third way is just to add this picture as an overlay to your material. And you can also use some video transitions like a smooth fade in or a smooth fade out here. And you can see that it works directly with this effect. So you can use also this way of adding a simple picture. For quick black bars, adding them to certain parts of your videos, you can use those black bars PNGs. But in the end, I would say it's your personal preference how to use it. And I also explained to you in the intro that I will give you those PNGs for 4K and 1080p for free down in the description below. I will pin this comment and you can download those files simply in a zip file from my web space. Alright, I think that's it with the editing part of this video. Those were the 3 ways how to add some cool cinematic black bars to your video, and I think that's it.
1 second please, Editor Chris here. There's still one more option, allowing your player or TV set to generate them. Here's a quick tip. In DaVinci Resolve you can set your dimensions in a way that the video is exported but already in the 2.39:1 CinemaScope ratio. Let me show you how to do this in DaVinci. Go to the menu, File, Project Settings and choose Custom at the very top. Here you can predefine your aspect ratio. For 4K the usual numbers are height 3840 and width 2160. Keep the width the same but adjust the height to 1608 instead of 2160 for CinemaScope aspect ratio. Save these settings, go back to the edit menu item and you will notice the change in your picture. In my case I don't need to adjust anything because I use the same black bars in DaVinci, simply cuts it off. Let's export it and see how it looks in our VLC player, for example. Alright, done. Opening the output file, when I put it into full screen you can see that the program adds those black bars automatically. This is a way to add a permanent letterbox to your whole video. However, be careful, not all players, TV sets or projectors for example, interpret it the same way. Some try to fit your material in the right aspect ratio, resulting in unnatural stretching. Frankly, this isn't my preferred way to export it, but it's worth considering. That was it now. Alright guys, that wraps up our cinematic black bars tutorial using DaVinci Resolve. If you enjoyed giving your videos that blockbuster vibe, give this video a thumbs up. Thank you for being part of our community. I'm really thrilled to have crossed 500 subscribers. I never expected it to happen already in 2023. Be sure to subscribe for more editing hacks and check out my other videos here on the channel for additional tips and exciting content. Let's continue this amazing journey into 2024 together. I'm filled with motivation to jump right into producing the next video for you and bringing you more awesome content.
Wishing you happy holidays and a fantastic editing journey ahead. Stay tuned and bye.